We find out how a chance encounter made a big difference in two strangers' lives. Relax and enjoy as the story unfolds. Jumi, as she was fondly called, was almost home when she realized she was out of salt. She had forgotten to get some at the market earlier that day. She had a catering contract scheduled for the next day, Saturday, for a new client, and she couldn't let a thing as little as salt ruin her business. The friend that referred her had spoken highly of her, and she wouldn't want to disappoint. So she quickly branched at a provision store not too far from her house. On getting there, she met a young girl of about 15 years old being punished. She was crying profusely whilst her aunt interrogated her. Her heart tore as she knew what it's like to be in such situation, seeing that she ran away from an abusive home and had been surviving on her own with the many jobs she could find. The aunt was upset about some missing funds, and even before the girl would reply her questions, her fat skin would land on her back. The aunt, realizing they weren't alone, comported herself and asked the girl to attend to the customer. It was almost 10 p.m. and Jumi just wanted to get home, rest and be set for the next day. She told the girl what she wanted, and as the girl handed out the salt, she glanced around quickly, and when she saw her aunt wasn't paying attention, boom, she ran out of the store. Her aunt shouted for her to get back and threatened her that if she comes back without her money, she will be a goner. Jumi asked the aunt to be calm and temper justice with mercy, that it's a common thing for teenagers to misbehave, but one has to be calm when handling such matters. The aunt just muttered incoherently, and Jumi quickly paid for her item, telling her she would come for her balance, and left. Almost at the entrance of her house, she noticed someone was following her. She turned and saw it was the girl from the store. She was limping slightly and begged Jumi to help her, that she had nowhere to go to. Jumi told her that she should go home, that if she wants, she could accompany her to go beg her aunt. But the girl refused and said she just needed a place to spend the night. Jumi felt pity, and after a while she gave up and asked her to come in. There was this feeling she hadn't been able to shake off for some days now. She had been so restless. She had prayed earlier that morning and asked for guidance, and even now the feeling was strong. She just hoped she was doing the right thing. Inside, Jumi showed her where to take a bath, and they both shared the little meal in the house. The next morning, Jumi woke up to start preparing for the event. She was to prepare small chops, package and deliver to the occasion. She turned to wake up Helen, the girl from yesterday, to tell her to start preparing to go back home. She was going to accompany her home to beg her aunt. The sooner she was done with that, the better. Only for her to meet an empty space. She jolted up and looked around the room. Where was Helen? Did she later change her mind and go back home? Even if she did, should she not have at least informed her? I mean, Isn't that the right thing to do in such situation? Or was she outside, or probably in the loo, or having a bath? So many thoughts went through her head. She checked the bathroom, called out her name, but no response. She was about going out to confirm if she was already home when she heard a knock. She stopped. Finally, she exclaimed. Unfortunately, it was her next door neighbor. She was on her rounds for the monthly electricity bill collection. Jumi went to get the money from the bag where she normally puts such bills. But alas, the money wasn't there. She emptied the contents of the bag, but still couldn't find any money. She couldn't believe what was happening. All her savings, her house rent that was almost complete, even the contribution money she was holding for a friend was missing. She cried. Her neighbor asked her what's wrong. She told her that she just remembered giving the money to a friend yesterday to hold for her, and that one probably forgot to return the money. She promised to send the money once she comes in contact with this friend. The neighbor told her to be quick about it to avoid disconnection, which will attract extra charges. Jumi jokingly assured her she would get back to her in the evening, and the girl left. Jumi sighed and comported herself as she quickly made her way to the provision store. On getting there, she met a young boy and told him she wanted to collect her balance. He searched the register and, confirming her name, handed her her balance. She seized the opportunity and asked him about Helen. It was at this point she found out the girl wasn't related to the woman. Her family were not even in that city. The girl was working as a sales girl, and the madam, as the owner was called, keeps maltreating her. The boy told her nobody has seen her since she ran away yesterday, and even her madam was thinking of reporting to the police. Jumi got scared. What does this mean now? Isn't she in big trouble like this? What was she going to do? Should she report the matter to the police before the madam does? What if no one believed her? She doesn't want to go to prison for something she knows nothing about. She was lost in thoughts that the boy had to tap her to get her attention. I'm so sorry. She apologized as she took her balance and left. If you've stayed up to this point, let me know how you would have handled this matter. Would you fault Jumi for the action she took, and why? Kindly let me know your thoughts about this story. I will be back with the concluding part. Please subscribe so you don't miss out. Also like and share to brighten someone's day. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.